Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi Kibalayan, Tammy Latner, who who we are documentary, Kelly Smith, Patricia Everson. I hope everyone is well. Maxine Ladouceur. Today's Wednesday. I took my car to the shop this morning and oh God, I messed up, you guys. I decided to walk from the shop to my place, and you're so used to driving. When you walk, things look different, and I got lost. I mean, I could have found my way, but I called an Uber because I didn't want to go to the gym again later. Big mistake, but the sun was too hot, so I decided, let me get an Uber after 40 minutes of walking. All right, so that was my adventure for this morning. I, you know, Trump and his enablers thought, please let me know, everyone, if you hear me well, okay? Thought that they didn't believe Jack Smith was going to basically par down the indictment, the document, and then go after Trump again. They thought they were safe, and they were hoping that Jack Smith wouldn't come back, because you guys remember I've told you two things. I said Jack Smith is going to come after Trump and a whole bunch of other people. He had more charges against Trump. Do you guys remember I told you that? Okay. And the other thing is, I told you there is communications going on behind the scenes that we are not aware of yet. I'm looking at the screen to make sure you guys can hear me. No one is complaining. That's what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys remember I told you that. Okay. Between Canon, Heritage Foundation, that guy, Leonard Leo, all these people, even via third parties, there is a network. Okay, they are communicating. So they thought, Trump and his campaign, they thought that they were safe because Cannon basically threw away the charges. The Supreme Court, they thought, the Supreme Court, although I told you that from the beginning, I said that Supreme Court, whatever the decision they came down with, was not going to stop anyone or anything. I didn't see Trump getting away scot-free with whatever shenanigans he's been trying to pull. In any event, it feels like Trump, for that reason, because Trump thought he scared everybody off, and he had a clear path to November 5th. That's what Trump was thinking, and the people around him, they thought they scared everyone, including the government. Yeah. So when he heard Jack Smith filed another set of documents, that guy lost his mind. I'm sure those of you who are on Twitter heard about it. And I don't blame him for losing his mind, because things are going to get tougher for Trump as we go forward. This new, I wouldn't call it a new indictment. It's simply, Jack Smith simply refiled the same, I believe, 3 or 4 charges against Trump. The only thing he removed, he patted down, remove reference to certain people like Pence and the like. Okay, he didn't need whatever. So now, Trump, intuitively I feel, he's out of options. He is thinking of ways to activate whatever violence he can come up with. Threatened violence. He has threatened violence already. You guys remember he said something to the effect that if he lost the election there will be blood, or something to that effect. Thank you very much, Budika, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, that's what he's thinking of doing now. Finding a way to see if hardest, if he doesn't run, if the government doesn't back off and he loses the election. And you know something, it's not only him, his family, and a couple of advisors that he has, like Kash Patel and these people who believe, you know, allegiance is all to Trump, and they won't stop at anything in order for them to put him back in the White House. But that stuff is going to blow up in their faces, big time. And let me tell you, last night, this guy, well, yesterday, well, after Jack Smith, Joyce Matthews said, the indictments are new because Smith used new grand jury. Okay, thank you for the correction. Thank you, I didn't know. So it's new indictment. I thought it was the same old ones. And then, yes, I heard about the new grand jury, but I don't know how that works, so please forgive me. I make predictions. But I told you, those of you who have been with me for a while, remember I told you Jack Smith is not done with them. And let me tell you one more thing. There's still more. Jack Smith has more stuff behind the scenes that we are not aware of yet, that he has yet to say or do anything about. But if Trump thinks that, because right now he's so terrified, Kamala is basically blocking him at every turn. Her poll numbers are rising. Her popularity is like stratospheric. Tim Walz, people love him. Did you guys see the video he has talking to the subway? Something. There is a channel. I don't know if it's on YouTube too. The Subway Talk or something like that. He had an interview with that guy, and they were talking about gutters. You know, if you can, I don't remember exactly what they were talking about gutters, but if they clog, they can cause you a lot of problems. And he was describing a whole bunch of stuff, so people can relate to him. And Vince is a big log. Trump doesn't see a way out, and the people around him don't see a way out. The only thing they have now are lies. And believe me, my friends, they are working on anything, any little thing they can find to amplify, to create a big lie, to stop Kamala and Tim. I don't see it working, because there is something, the Democratic ticket, their campaign, there is something they are doing, and I feel it's very effective, which is mocking Trump and his campaign. They don't like that very much, and it drives them insane. And I feel that's one major tool they have in their toolbox. They should continue doing it, and it's on TV as well. Okay, and also calling him a fraud, a con, to his face, or publish videos about his criminal activities. Don't make him feel very good, because it's like cutting him down. And they get very angry. And when you call his campaign a bunch of enablers, they don't like that. My friends, if they think they are unhappy now, wait until those of you who are R&B fans, I don't remember the words right now, wait until tonight. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. That's what's coming. Trump hasn't seen anything, and I mean, I know he's going to run back to the Supreme Court, but he's not going to get help, at least not as much as before, because the only person who's open right now to stick his neck out, and it's because he's as desperate as Trump, is Thomas. Alito to a degree, but not as much as Thomas, and the others don't want to touch the Trump switch at all. I mean, the Trump hot wire, electrical wires, that's how they view, I'm talking about Kavanaugh, the lady, and the conservative side, except for Thomas and Alito. Thomas is the one I feel who's more apt to stick his neck out. Alito is so angry because he feels he's above certain things, and had dare us regular folks try to talk to him. So he's pretty angry about that. He's not really, into the Trump thing so much. And even it feels like to me intuitively, he's had arguments with his handlers, his connection to the network, Leonard Leo network, because he's telling them how what's been happening, him standing up to fight for their cause, and he believes in that cause too, how that caused problems for him and his reputation and all that. His reputation is done. But that's Alito. Thomas doesn't care. All Thomas wants to do right now is save himself from going to prison because he's terrified. So him and his wife, they won't stop at anything to get Trump in the White House because it's a chance they are taking. That's the best chance. That's all they have going for them. So thank you very much, Jordan Johnson, for your generosity in the super chat. I really appreciate it. So the thing is, those two, Alito, I'm not sure which way Alito is going to go, but I know which way Thomas is going to go. He's going to stick with Trump because for somebody. Oh God, these people are not very bright at all. Thomas, he will stick with Trump till the end because he feels that's the only thing he has left. So, and you know something? There is more panic now among Trump supporters. I'm not talking about the MAGA, the regular foot soldiers, the regular people. No, I'm talking about people in leadership, people around Trump, and people who have been enabling Trump. There's a lot of panic because they don't see how Trump is going to recover from here. And yes, they know they can lie and hope those things will stick and maybe will give Trump a chance. But they are not sure because, well, they're not as hopeful as they used to be because Kamala, Tim, and their campaign, they are pretty quick on their feet. And that is one thing, like I've said it before, it's like if you are a specialist in something, the minute somebody talks about it, if you're a doctor, they said, okay, this person has this person has a fever, and they have this symptom, okay? So there is an infection. It's either viral or, bacterial. I mean, immediately on your mind, you don't even think. It's the same thing for people like Kamala. You do certain things, immediately she starts thinking, okay, what kind of law did that person break? What did they do? And all that kind of stuff. And then she's already knows how to go and stop you. And that's what they are doing. Her campaign, that's how they think. And make no mistake, my friends, everything Trump is doing today, every single law he's breaking, my prediction is they're all going to come back to bite within the next year. Watch after the election. Trump is not going to get away with this. And an example is going to be set on him. I don't think it's going to be Garland that's going to do it. But intuitively, I feel Trump has been degrading the country, attacking everyone in leadership. He doesn't care who you are. The only thing he cares about is himself. There is going to be an example that's going to be set on him. You're going to find out after the election. Intuitively, I feel Kamala Harris is taking notes at everything Trump does, every misbehavior. She will not give him room to maneuver. Biden gave him a chance. 1 second. Thank you very much, Epicney, for your generosity and super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Epicney says, I appreciate you. I appreciate you as well, and everyone else. Thank you for your support, Jordan Johnson. Yes, if Trump thinks, like in the past, everything he's done, it's all forgotten, not happening. Because like I've said before, way back, Trump is doing a lot of things behind the scenes that we don't know about. There are certain things the government does not want to take action on because it's going to create, well, they're going to have to divulge things that they don't want to divulge. Watch what happens. Things that Trump is doing right now, breaking the law. For example, I put it here, the Arlington cemetery, the way he forced himself. Whoever did that, that's what prompted me to see what I am saying right now. So I might as well mix them since I'm talking about this. Kamala is not happy about Trump and his campaign forcing and pushing their way into the cemetery. Arlington Cemetery, sacred ground for everyone, for this country. That's where our military people are buried. If they don't do anything about it after the election, watch. She is going to make sure he learns a lesson from this, and others who think this is a game. They've been getting it passed for so long. Thank you very much, Maria, for your generosity in the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. So watch what happens. Trump, a lot of people says, well, he's going to get away with this. I told you he wasn't going to get away with it. I told you Jack Smith wasn't done with him. And there are more to come, but after the election. And watch shotgun. She is set and ready to go. He's not going to get it past there yet. He's not going to get, not yet, he's not going to get it passed from her at all. There are ways, legal ways, Trump and his lawyers, they're going to try to delay things, but he can delay for all he wants. It's not going to help him. No, because he's hoping, and a lot of people are saying, well, reporters are saying this is a 50-50 country. I don't believe that. Okay? There are more Democrats than Republicans, and there are a lot of independents. I don't know what the percentage is, but there are a lot less Republicans. This is not a 50-50 country. The other thing is, Trump is beating himself. He's just providing enough data for the Democrats to just cash in on him. And that's what's going on. And that's what people have not done. Like the Clinton campaign, they didn't do enough of that. They didn't push back on him when he was doing things. Did you guys see the video where Trump was being interviewed and they had the sound of a chicken, of a rooster in the back singing? Yeah, that's what you have to do to him. A lot of people didn't do that. And that's what he's facing right now, and he doesn't know how to handle it. And yes, it's going to take him down. He is taking himself down. Kamala and company are just taking full advantage because they're smarter than he is. He's not very bright, and the people around him are just as dumb. I've never seen anything like this. Well, I guess, whatever they have in front of them, you can only do so much to help that guy, maybe. But my friends, he is not in a good state, Trump that is. He's terrified, he's freaking out because he thought he had a clear path to November 5th. And I don't ask me, I don't understand his logic. All I do is predict, and more obstacles were thrown his way. He doesn't know yet how to handle it. The only thing he knows how to do it is what he's going to repeat it. Try to go back to the Supreme Court. I don't feel he's going to get a friendly reception there, not as before. They're going to try to give him help, something, because they too are afraid, and also the very wealthy, that large bank account that Leonard Leo has, the people in the Supreme Court, not the liberals, but the conservative ones. It's too, oh my God, too lucrative of a gig for them to give up. So they're going to bask on it and make money until they get impeached. And that's not out of the question, because I feel that's coming for Thomas. If it goes to the Senate, I feel, I don't know how many, you need 60. Intuitively, I feel Democrats may gain somewhere around 5 seats or somewhere around there, okay, in the Senate. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but that's what I was getting. Thank you very much, G. Alvarez, for your generosity in the Super Chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But yes, this is not looking good for Trump. And the more they talk about his scandals, his law-breaking ways of doing things, he's a fraudster. A lot of Republicans, they have second thoughts. They will vote, and they won't vote for him. Even if they don't vote for the Democratic ticket, okay, they'll just focus on the down ballot. That's what's coming. This guy, he's in more trouble than you think, and that's why he's going crazy. But he's thinking about violence and everything, because that's what he did on January 6th. He thinks he can repeat it. And there are some people around him who are telling him. Remember, I've told you about there is a guy in New York, in Long Island, okay? Supposedly he needed, just like Florida and Abbott, those people, they have militias just in case something happens in Florida, in case they have, a super hurricane, so they can activate those militias. In New York, the same alibi that guy gave. Yeah, nothing is going to happen. Nobody's going to stick their neck out. Yeah, and from what I understand, there's a guy, a policeman, either from Philadelphia or New York, who won a case in the Supreme Court. I don't remember the exact detail, and he's going to try to free or lessen the amount of time some of his criminal friends that are January 6 people who are in prison right now, there are other ways they can nail them too. Watch what happens. These people, they think they're going to get away with it, and that's what's so frightening to a lot of people, But my friends, hang on tight, and also call your voter registration office. Make sure you are registered, because somebody was posted that the other day, yesterday, and I'm going to make sure I repeat this. Make sure you are registered. Every week, call them, because from what I understand, in Texas, they remove about 1 million voters. So a lot of people are going to have to re-register. And according to, these people are just dumb, Republicans, that is. Right now, they are using the voting. You have to show proof that you're a citizen in order for you to be able to vote. And they may We know the budget is around September, right? Watch. The country is gonna keep going, and they're gonna lose Congress and suffer the consequences. That's my prediction. The people in Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene and company, who are trying to pull those shenanigans, watch what happens. Oh, I read, I don't know if that's true, but somebody posted it on Twitter. If you guys have seen it too, please let me know. Okay? And I said something about that. I have one of those shorts I did. Marjorie Taylor Greene wanted to leave Congress, and she's connected, and we've spoken about that months ago. She's connected to the Leonard Leo gang. And I remember, guys, there was a video I was talking about her and her group of Republicans. They had a campus in D.C. They were, involved in all kinds of brainstorming, how to bring Trump back and everything else. Yeah, that's why she hasn't left. But yesterday, somebody tweeted something to the effect that she's thinking of leaving Congress. Yeah, because Sean Harris is giving her a run for her money over there, and he is decimating her. He's a very smart guy. The guy is, I believe, he's a general or something to that effect. He's a retiree from the military. Yeah, that's what's happening to her too. They are all gonna go down. And somebody asked me a question about another candidate, Democrats. I don't remember. Oh yeah, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz too, my friend. Yeah, watch that. Because I believe I mentioned that before. Allred is running against him in Texas. Even Ted Cruz is on the rope. And it feels like to me intuitively, if there are some of you who live in Texas or you know better, but intuitively I feel DeSantis and Abbott, those two guys, their constituents are getting tired of them. And they are getting tired of the Republican leadership in their states that are doing the wrong thing by them. Like DeSantis, okay? He turned down $250 million from the government, from the feds, to feed hungry kids. Oh no, those kids can go hungry. So people are getting fed up. It was in the news not too long ago. My prediction is him too and his enablers. Oh yeah. I know this is his last term. I don't think he can run again. But I wouldn't be surprised if they change the Constitution here. I don't know how that works on the state level. But I've thought about it before. If I got it, even if he doesn't act on it, it has crossed his mind how he can run again. But he can change it if he wants to. He'll lose. Because based on intuitively, and I said that months ago before we even knew I thought it was, at the time it was Biden. And I told you, Florida is going to go blue. Well, based on what I'm seeing now, I'm feeling, and then what I'm seeing on Twitter, oh yeah, people are fed up. It's coming. Florida is going to go blue, and that's going to help Kamala, oh my God, tremendously. So my friends, Trump, make sure you registered. And I heard, I have to mention this, young black women, their registration thing went up by 178% or something like that. And I believe it's a school in North Carolina, I don't remember which one. Young Democrats are so motivated to go vote. I am sure some Republicans are as motivated, but what Trump is doing is not very motivating at all. Going to Arlington Cemetery and pushing people around. I mean, if this guy is not president, he can go to Arlington and do what he did. And, he didn't care. All he wanted the pictures, him and his campaign, they wanted pictures for propaganda, for his campaign. to show that he's a better president than Biden, and it's going to backfire. Yeah, and yes, he's going to suffer the consequences. Because according to what I hear, this is not into my intuition, but according to what I hear, it's illegal. There's a federal law or rule, something like that, against that. People taking advantage of our loved ones buried at Arlington for their own, to promote themselves for whatever reason. So Trump better hope he gets to pay a fine, because after the election, somebody's taking note. He'll pay. That's my prediction. And Justice Jackson, I don't know how many of you have seen her interview with CBS. She is pretty. You're talking about a very. I've said this before. A very smart person. Yeah. There is no pulling, the rug over her eyes or anything. Forget that. And it feels like, to me, intuitively, she is sending warning. She's warning us as to what the other Supreme Court justices are up to, and potentially what they can do to us and to our democracy in the future. And somebody said, there may be backlash against her. I don't think so. And if there are any backlash, she's no pushover. She's a very smart woman. She is poised. She's not going to lower herself like Alito, but she has her way of showing things. Okay. I'm not worried. She'll be fine. I don't see anybody really going after her, but maybe that's why I don't feel anything is going to happen. I feel she's going to be fine, and I would not be surprised if one day she's Chief Justice. I don't know. We'll see. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm getting. I've been getting this. I don't know how long and what needs to be done. I don't know how it works, how you become Chief Justice, but I wouldn't be surprised, because I feel she's another very qualified person. Yeah. So she's ready for whatever backlash comes, but she's simply warning all of us. Those people, Alito, Thomas, and company, on the Supreme Court, are not being honest, and they are very dishonest people. That's what she's saying, in not so many words, and to really, that's what I feel. Okay, I'm sorry, time is flying. Ooh. Okay. I'm looking for a question. I believe somebody, Joel Tison says, he's asking, will Paxton be stopped? Yes, Paxton will be stopped. I'm not sure, but this headache, something? If he's not careful, I don't feel it's probably not, it doesn't have to do with this incident, but this guy can find himself into a major legal trouble again, and it's not the state he's gonna be messing around and get away scot-free. He's gonna be in trouble with the feds, and he's not gonna get very much help. Watch. Not now, next year sometimes. All these people who are playing around, violating federal law for their own good, watch what happens. And also, I feel like saying, from what I understand, when we get a new president, some of our enemies test them. Good luck testing Kamala. And I don't think this is, I mean, she's done something not too long ago. I don't think people are paying attention to what she did. She's just, the decision she's made. I don't think people realize that, but she's just showing she's the wrong person to mess with. And I hope, and the international community don't test her. Yeah, that's my prediction. She will make sure she takes the proper action to stop whatever it is. So, and I'm saying Putin has, like he did to the Chancellor of Germany. Oh my God, I forget her name right now. But she was the president of Germany, the one that was afraid of dogs, and Putin, took dogs around her. He plays those kind of games. Let him play that kind of game with Kamala. He will regret it. That's my prediction. Okay. Cam DeVille says Kamala keeps calling out Trump's handlers, but who has been his number one handler all these years? I'm missing something here, so please post. I want to know the answer for this one. But a lot of his handlers have gotten themselves into trouble. They've gone to jail for him. Yeah. They've willingly been going to jail. So far, almost everyone around him. The only person that hasn't gone to jail is that guy. He has a picture of Nixon on his back. I know the minute I said that, you guys are going to know who I'm talking about. He's the only one who hasn't been to prison, but if I'm not mistaken, he has, no, it's Bannon that has a case in New York. But yeah, everybody around Trump, well, people he's known. Roger Stone, thank you, Vicky. Joel Zilson, Director Storm, Salami. Yep. Carl Newsom, yeah. Roger Stone is the only one. Joseph Dumas, he is the only one. But he's got to be careful, because I feel, like I said before, the next round of indictment, he may find himself part of it, because he is part of this whole January 6th stuff. Watch. Vivian Reyes says LULAC is being suppressed. Latin voters, will they show up? Oh yeah. I mean, guys, this new Democratic ticket has turned everything upside down. And I feel even, I don't like to categorize people that way, but right now it feels like, to me, everyone, it's not only like, okay, yes, that's going to be part of the decision making, how this person is helping, for example, Hispanics, okay, which is LULAC. There are certain things that, that base have in common. But what's weighing on people's mind is who's going to be better for me. And look at Trump, how Trump treats Hispanics, Mexicans, calling them criminals. Well, any immigrant, really, but that's who his focus was at the beginning. That's why I'm mentioning those. Even those who wanted Mexican or people of Hispanic descent who have been here, for example, those Cuban descent, no matter what, I'm sticking with Trump, they are beginning to have major doubts right now. That's basically what I'm trying, and intuitively I feel, okay? It's not like a long time ago anymore. That ticket has new energy. People see this election cycle differently. And believe me, the way I am seeing that duo taking on the old way of doing things, from what I understand, they are in Georgia today, I don't know for how many more days, they are barnstorming all over Georgia. Yeah. When was the last time, according to the news, They said the last time somebody did that was during the Clinton era. Okay, so well, watch Georgia too. Okay. Oh my God. Sheila Crabtree said, North Carolina Republicans trying to remove 22,500 from voter rolls. I'm not surprised. That people have to keep calling and re-enroll. That's what they have to do. Milu de says, Milu, how is the old guard feeling about all the strong, powerful black women they are running into? You know, behind the scenes, a lot of people are laughing at Trump. You know, but a lot of those people, they know, okay? Sooner or later, like that song says, a change is gonna come. Yeah, and that's what's happening. And they are open to it, and they are happy. They are cracking up because they know Trump is a racist. And look who's taking him down. New York, Georgia, Madam VP. Oh my God. Yeah. Now, don't let the front thing fool you. Like I said, there is a bunch of Republicans, you know. I don't know what motivates these people. The Trump bootlickers. Yeah, they are running around trying to do everything, like that people from that election board in Georgia, who are doing everything in their power to throw a monkey wrench on the election thing. And I believe I posted a short video that, I don't know how long it is, I don't remember, but that explained that's not going to work. But you have those idiots, okay? But let me tell you, watch the next month what happens when, you know, the psychological effect of Kamala's poll numbers and her support collapse. The whole Republican thing, and it's because also a lot of people, the person I'm seeing as I'm saying this is Graham, okay? Even Graham will be shocked and don't go on TV anymore once he realizes it's futile. The wave is gonna just grab Trump and all his enablers and carry them into the sea and be gone. That's my prediction. So people behind the scenes, don't worry. They know, they are hoping that that's who they've been waiting for to take Trump out. Yes, they go on TV and talk and stuff, you know. No, they know. But they know those women are qualified. It's not something they're learning today. Like the lady who was in charge of the, I'd never heard of her. I've probably seen her before, but I don't recall. The woman who was in charge of the whole DNC stuff. Oh my God. I mean, she obliterated the RNC with that presentation. Oh Lord. That was an amazing job. So these people are very well qualified to do, you know, for what they do. And I'm sure that's not the only thing she does, but to have the organizational skills required to manage and coordinate all those activities, all those people, yeah, you got to have some smarts. So those people are known to the powers that be. They know. They're not surprised. They're not shocked. It's just that they've been running their game for so long, and we thought that, in some ways, some of them underestimated people on the other side, but they're learning a lesson today. So don't worry, they know, and they'll go in front of the mic and support Trump, and after that, they want him to fall. And we know that. We've talked about that before. It's just a front. Joel Tison says, will impacts become a problem here? Yes, we have to be careful about that. And I think the government is taking it seriously. So they will do something about it. In fact, I was hearing it a little while ago. What is he saying? Do you see Harris winning North Carolina? Yeah. Georgia, Florida, it feels like, yeah, oh yeah. Florida is going to, I'm telling you, the way I am getting Harris and Tim, guys, they are not going to leave anything to chance. And they don't want the Hillary lesson, they've learned it well. And you know something, thank God they both have the energy to barnstorm the country. So they're going to do it until they can't do it anymore. It feels like to me the whole Democratic campaign, they're going to go full on till November. SM Clearheart, you're very welcome. Thank you. Clearheart said, thank you, Milo, for spreading the hope. You're very welcome. Hopefully I'm not, this is not only hope, that's what I'm getting. So, oh, that's what I'm getting. So let's see what happens. But my friends, I've said that. I've been saying this for a long time. Now we are seeing all the, everything that's coming together. Thank you, Craig Dixon, for renewing your membership. I appreciate it. Wow, 28 months. Thank you. Yes, we are seeing how this whole thing is going to take place. So, yeah, this is, you know, the only thing is Biden's win would have been smaller because people would wake up sooner or later to the Trump, and Trump is you know what, there is something, Kamala is aware of it too. The reason why Trump is continuing to do all those things is because no one has stood up to him the right way. Watch once he gets to debate him. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I think I covered everything. Okay, friends, thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com, or call me or text me on my YouTube number. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you text me, you don't find me, please call me, okay? If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up, that would help me a lot. And friends, if you don't see me, please look for me because the algorithm is killing my channel again. So please look for me if you don't see me, okay? Do a search on the YouTube. When you open the YouTube page, at the top, there's a box, okay? And it says search next to it. Just type Milo in there, and then you can find, you know, you can find the channel and come into the chat. Okay, everyone, I will see you all tomorrow unless something major happens later, but I doubt it. Till then, bye.